Hey, beloveds, and happy Friday. So grateful to tune in and turn on with you and share a little bit of insight and inspiration. Now that there is truly a door open, there is this energy of us just allowing ourselves to move forward. Blessings, beloved. Thank you so much for tuning in. And so I wanted to share with you just a little bit of story. Hey, Reverend Celeste, thanks so much for tuning in. So, you know, we are all in this new experience of 2020, right? Like we have all had something we never expected come out of nothing. So from nothing has turned into something. And so how are we dealing with that? How are we connecting to ourself and our source? How are we navigating through the twists and turns that life is now taking us on when we were so comfortable doing what we were doing? How are we supporting ourselves? And so I want to share a little bit of a story with you, and also the just the magic and the wisdom that we get from truly knowing ourselves, right? So tarot is my tool. Tarot is my love. I've been tarot life coach now since 2009. I'm so grateful that I've been able to live my dream and support others in doing that for themselves. And so today I want to share a little journey with you, just a little bit. And I'm sharing the Light Seers deck. I absolutely love this deck. And so what I wanted to share with you is this lesson that Spirit just guided me to. And I was like so even blown away. And I'm going to tell you, my timer is going to go off. So if you lose me for a second, it's just a pause. My screen timer, I just realized it said I have 5 minutes. And so it's going off. So I want to share with you the experience of the Fool. You know, many of you know, if you've been following me for a while, and wait, before I go any further, we hit 10,000. So thank you, every 10,000 of you, for your support, for your shares, for all of that. I'm so grateful. And so again, just thank you for being here. I'm Tonya, Tonya Gonzalez, voted number 3 psychic in the world. And welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I am a natural born psychic since I was a child, and I am so grateful to have you, to be here, to get to know me and my stories. And so I talk tarot. I am a tarotista. And I'll tell you a little bit about what I'm offering in just a minute. But I want to share with you my journey and why I love tarot so much, and why I even have a tarot card, the High Priestess, as my tattoo, and the significance of it. And this is how I support so many others in truly discovering this for themselves, because tarot is a self-discovery tool, and that's what the Fool teaches us. And so my personal journey, the Fool is 0 in this deck. In some decks it's 1. But if you want to find out all kinds of little things like that, please join Tanya's House of Tarot Facebook community. But the Fool card is, as you can see here, just arms open wide. Show me, she's got like a guiding light there in her hand, her crystal, and she's saying wherever life takes me is where I'm being guided. And so we have to come into this place of innocence within ourselves, which means we've got to undo all of the conditioned thinking and thoughts that we have about ourselves and each other, to get to a place where our vibration is high enough that we tap into our intuition. See, we want to tap into our intuition just like, okay, I want to be psychic right now, or I did all the exercises, why aren't I psychic now? The reason is because there is a physical, a spiritual, an emotional, as well as a mental connect that has to happen for you to. And so when you really want to tap into your intuition, it is very difficult to do it on your own. And this is why the tarot starts at 0, because it has to remind us that we know nothing. And so we have to clear our mind to a place of nothingness. That means we've got to get over our judgments. And this is why it's so good that we look at ourselves, because we have to be the ones to look at ourselves. And the Fool isn't someone who's just, silly. No, a Fool is someone who is innocent, someone who sees that everybody makes mistakes, and that forgiveness truly is a medicine. The Fool is saying, you know what, no matter what happens, I'm going to ride this wave. I'm going to go with the flow. And so, and how this has shown up personally in my life is, I always say I've reinvented myself many times. And, I was a school librarian, I was a yoga teacher, I was a waitress, I was a single mother. I have all these reinventions, and each of them was an opportunity for me to be that fool, to be that innocent one. The biggest example I can share with you is moving here to Mexico. I had no idea what was in store. I just threw my arms open and said, take me where I'm supposed to be. And so I had no idea. I had no idea. I had heard of Puerto Vallarta, but it wasn't the place that I was coming to live. I just was thinking I wanted to be out of the United States, and especially out of Chicago. And I thought, why not? It was beautiful where we lived. There was a freshwater lake in Ajijic, where my husband is from. And I thought, this is fantastic. And so then I took a vacation to Puerto Vallarta, and I said, why can't I live by the beach? I've always wanted to live by the beach. And I said, I want to make that happen. And so we, had a few journeys and bumps on the road to get here, but we made it, And so I had to be willing, like the fool, to take the leap no matter what. And so when you get to that place, then that's where you can start to trust yourself and intuit yourself. And this is why the tarot is so amazing tool, because it teaches us where we are for the day, what's happening within us, what is our spirit wanting to guide us and show us. It's not just about the future, it's truly about what is happening within us right now. What are we experiencing in our inner consciousness, and how is that viewing out in the physical. And it's also a telltale for you. So if if you're getting a lot of swords, that's all about what's in your head, And so these are the type of things that I love to share in, my online course, Anyone Can Tarot, and Empowered Tarotista, where you'll get a year-long membership with me. And so I want to move on just really quickly then. You have to be in as the fool. You have to be willing to take the leap. You have to be willing to risk it all, to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, to liberate your mind from thoughts so you can step into your power, right? Because this isn't about thinking, this is about trusting, right? So trusting does not involve thinking. And so that's how we then arrive to the magician, this place where our magic comes in when we believe in ourselves, when we absolutely know what our gifts are. I've shared this story so many times, but I had no idea that this was my path. I was thinking that I was going to be the first amazing Black yoga teacher. That was the path that I saw myself at, as this spiritual teacher, as this yoga teacher before, and I had my afro. I've had my natural for almost 20 years now, my afro. And so I thought that is what I was going to do. I had no idea that this was going to be my path until what I started doing was doing tarot cards, like I said, on Thursday nights. And yes, the Fool energy is so strong right now because we have that lunar eclipse full moon happening. So many of us are being pulled into new territory, into saying the risk is worth it, into taking that step. And that's only when we take that step and we're just like, okay, I'm all in. You have to be all in for you to, again, to liberate your mind. You have to say, you know what? I know that's the way things used to be, but this is how I want things to come into my life. And that's how you then expand into your magic. You can't expand into your magic by thinking, I'm afraid they're out to get me. Somebody's going to notice. It's going to mess things up. You got to just jump right in, because otherwise you'll get taken down, right? And so this is why the tarot teaches us so much about ourselves. And so this comes to my favorite card. As you could see, that's the one I have. Not this exact one. This is actually, I forget what deck this is from now at this exact moment. It's a blend of different cards, actually. So this takes me to the High Priestess. And so in our Empowered Tarotista year-long membership, what I share with you is how to create your tarot profile. So my soul card is the High Priestess. And it matches me so well, not just because I'm a psychic, a natural psychic, because the tarot, I was a librarian. High Priestess is seen as the wisdom keeper. How did I become a librarian? My birthday is 7/22. Number 222 is my favorite number. I mean, it's not just an accident or a coincidence then that I'm the high priestess, right? And so that is my soul card. But let me share with you the lessons that I'm learning. This is the lessons that I'm learning this year is the devil card. And so this is my growth cycle. And so the devil card is reminding me, am I following my old ways or am I being open to new ways? You see here, he's like a puppet master of the old self. And then he's got his hand behind, and then there's the magical star. So we've got to decide the devil card is truly about our decision, which is why it's number 15. It's just like when you are 15, that's the place where either you decide, make this big choice, either I'm going to get in trouble or I'm not going to get in trouble, when you know you're no longer a little kid, when you make some big decisions when you're 15 and 16. And that's truly then when the devil comes out, right? That's when most of us try drugs, have sex, do all the things that we're not supposed to do. Happens around that time of 15, 14, 15, 16, right? And so those are the lessons that I'm being reminded. Do I want to continue being my old self, doing the old things that I was comfortable doing, or I'm ready to push past that story and push forward? Hey, beloved, and it's not even a push, it's a flow forward. It's a forgiveness forward. It's a flowing forward because I've taken and learned the lessons. Blessings, beloved. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the devil has really been teaching me. Am I who I used to be, struggling single mother on welfare, on these stories, and this story, and I didn't have this, and I grew up like this? Or am I, you know what? Today is a new day. And every day is a new day. And that is also what the Fool reminds us, that no day is the same, beloveds. And that has been the biggest teacher of 2020. And so guess what? The predictions and prophecies for 2021 is coming up. The ancestors have been dropping knowledge with me for the last 8 weeks. And so some of the predictions I'll be sharing are just going to be guideposts for you, so you can sign up for that now. And with that, you'll get the winter solstice ceremony as well as the last full moon of 2020 ceremony with me as well. So all of those are in the celestial bundle, and that is available right now. So that'll be your predictions and prophecies. Find out what's ahead, and then you get the winter solstice with me, which is going to be so amazing because it'll be right after my IFA philosophy, it'll be right after, I'll be starting my IFA philosophy class as well as right after my solstice events. So I'm so excited with Ayla, Fonfao. I'm learning all the names, so I'm practicing, beloveds. But yes, I'm about to really dive into my African spirituality, and then it'll be the winter solstice event as well as the last one. And so also the Empowered Tarotista is still available. And guess what? If you want to get new moon readings with me, all of 2021, guess what? That is available for you too. Or you can join me in the Spirit Circle, where every week I'm going to pick random people out of the Spirit Circle to do readings with and for, using tarot, intuitive gifts, past lives, Akashic records, the whole thing. That's going to be every single week. We're going to pray it up. We're going to meditate a little bit, and then I'm going to share readings. And this is the ancestors to angels. And so excited about that. So much is available. Take a peek at the link in bio and see all the amazing things we have for you right now, beloveds. And so yes, I can't wait to support all of you in learning how to create your tarot profile, so you know not only that, what's ahead. I love picking out my tarot forecast for the year as well, and knowing. So I know right now it's been it's the Ace of Pentacles for me for November, and then for December it's the King of Swords. So I always have it written down. And where did I put my little card? Now the first time I'm looking for it and I don't have it. So I must have moved it on accident. But yes, knowing my month also is so supportive. So just wanted to share all that with you. I hope you love that tarot philosophy. And please, I would love to see your comments. Thank you again for Let's being at 10,000. Let's see if we can get 10,000 more. And I can't wait to join you very soon in our Spirit Circle. It's going to be amazing every single week. I send you so much love, so much gratitude, beloved, so much gratitude. So much gratitude for another day, for another breath, for another share, for another opportunity to shine and to show up. And so just thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Every man, woman, and child, every tree and every sea, every animal and every insect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, sun. Thank you, moon. Thank you, earth. Thank you, brothers and sisters. And so it is. Ashe, blessed be. Amen. Hallelujah. And so it is. Peace and blessings.